How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews back with... What is this? Channel update? I don't know. Information? I don't know what it is. What I'm going to tell you is stuff. How about that? Massive Beer Review stuff. So, today is the 7th. I believe it's the 7th of February. I am in the middle of my kind of quote-unquote healthy month where I'm not drinking beer, but I actually am drinking legitimate beer right now. I took a half-day hall pass. A local brewery by me was doing a soft opening for their new spot. Brewery I enjoy quite a bit, Conclave Brewing. Go check them out if you're ever in the Flemington area, New Jersey. The new spot is fucking amazing. So I was like, okay, that's the wifey. Not that she's the end-all be-all in these decisions, but I was like, I kind of really want to go and represent and go down there and hang out and stuff. So I went down there, had a couple beers, come back. And I'm driving back from there. And, a lot of times when I'm driving, I have to be in a certain kind of mood to listen to music. There's something about driving that... I like podcasts. I like information. I'll listen to YouTube videos. I'll put them on the radio and just listen to them. And I like information while I'm driving. And I save music for, my workplace or when I'm around the house. But every now and then, if I'm driving in the right mood, I like music. And I decided to put on a couple different albums that I haven't listened to in quite some time. And I really got into it. And it got me to thinking about a new segment I was thinking about doing. I'm going to do it regardless, but I figured I'd let you guys know and kind of gauge your interest on it. And basically it's just me talking about the things I like to drink beer to. Things I like to drink beer to. Massive things I like to drink beer to. Things that are massively awesome to drink beer to. I don't know the name of it. I just thought of it right now. Basically it's shit I like. And basically my kind of lists of things I dig. Now, sure, it's basically what are my favorite albums? What are my favorite video games? What are my favorite tracks? What are my favorite songs? What are my favorite movies? Those kind of things. But basically, wrapped loosely into beer, so that way this is still a beer content kind of thing. So it's basically, my favorite albums to drink beer to, my favorite video games to drink beer to, my favorite movies to drink beer to, my favorite tracks from albums, my favorite soundtracks, my favorite, roads to drive when I drink beer. No, that one might not work. We'll have to scratch that one. Anyway, but you get what I'm trying to say, is that I've always wanted to have an outlet for that because a lot of people ask me, to be perfectly honest with you, in comments or whether in direct messages or emails and stuff like that, people actually kind of be like, what are you into this or what are you into that? For example, like I was doing one of my videos when I was doing one of my live online bottle shares. I started to talk about video games, and all of a sudden all these people are bombarding me about what are you playing? What kind of games are you playing? What are you playing it on? Are you playing it on hard? Are you playing it on easy? All this kind of like, oh, what are you doing? And with me doing my quote-unquote healthy month, it's kind of got me back into a lot of things that I do outside of beer. Not that I didn't do them previously, but with, you're taking 2-3 days a week that I would sit and do beer reviews. Now I have 2-3 days a week where I'm not doing those. It got me back into doing a lot of different things. In my video, I posted a couple days ago about... I did an unboxing and kind of talked about the future of the channel, or immediate future of the channel. I talked about building a new gaming PC, so I've been diving into a lot of that, whether it be like hardware nerdery, watching a lot of YouTube videos, whether it be like the Gaming Nexus or Linus Tech Tips or J2 Cents, all those kind of guys that do that kind of thing, or whether it come to just tinkering with the gaming computer myself, playing games, messing with my PlayStation, to going from music stuff. I mean, you guys see this. You see beer bottles. You see me drinking beer. But, in here I have like a 5-track recorder. I have electronic musical instruments. I have turntables. I was a DJ for many years. So I have a lot of kind of hats I've worn over the years. So I'm into a lot of different things, whether it be sports, whether it be music, whether it be video games, stuff like that. So I think it would be interesting. It would be loosely wrapped into, beer stuff. So that way it's just not me kind of doing overtly non-beer stuff. So I'll figure that out. But it was just a quick thought, and I figured I'd just be like, hey, keep an eye out for it. I'm probably going to do one of those soon. I'm going to try to get a little bit more in depth than I typically do with them. When I was driving back, I'd be like, okay, I could do thinking about the process and be like, oh, let me do my top 10 favorite albums. And, I started to just fire off a bunch of different stuff into Spotify, kind of listening to the albums I thought that would be on there. And I'd be like, yeah, this one's definitely on there. Yeah, this one's definitely on there. And then I thought about the process of going, okay, am I just going to read a list of 10 things that are awesome and that's it? So I think I'll try to get a little bit more in depth with it and not just explain why I dig it, but maybe cherry pick certain aspects of each thing, whether it be a certain track or riff or bass line of a song within a specific album and reasoning behind why I dig it. And same thing goes for whether it be video games or sports or whatever, and just try to expand on each one and be a little bit more in depth and why I enjoy those things. And I think it might be a little bit interesting, at least for me, because it gets me to push myself into other things that maybe I have kind of got a little bit lazy on enjoying and whatnot. But also, I know I've had a lot of you guys kind of reach out and inquire about those things. So we'll see what's what. We'll see if it sticks. We'll see if it's hold. I've made promises before about things I'm going to do that I have dropped. So it is what it is. But we'll try it out, see where it goes. I'm going to tell you right now, top 10, my favorite albums to drink beer to is going to be number 1, because that's the one that really kind of the catalyst for making this list. And I have about half of them already kind of dead set locked in. I got to kind of whittle down 5 more. It's very, very hard. At first, I was like, this is going to be easy. I'm like, oh, goddamn. I'm like, 10 is really hard to do. 20 or 30 would be really easy, but 10, it's kind of hard to whittle it down. So we'll see what's what. So what do you guys think? Would that be something you're into? Are there things that you're kind of like, I wonder what the hell he thinks about the subject? We can kind of verge into that. Keep the fucking stupid-ass politics bullshit out of it. Keep religion out of it. And any kind of dumb fake shit out of it. Just, good stuff. Fun stuff. Stuff you guys enjoy. Stuff that you're kind of into. Like, be like, what are your thoughts on this? And I can just be like, I have no thoughts on that whatsoever. But if it's something that interests me and I actually spend time thinking about it, or spend time drinking beer to it, I guess you would say, or something that I enjoy when having a sweet malty beverage or 2 or 3 or 5, let me know if you're into it. So there you go. So a little bit kind of, I guess you'd say, new segment primer. That sounds super interesting, right? Like, kind of like, I don't know, some kind of paint you'd buy at Home Depot. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little primer. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice beer right now. Hopefully you're enjoying beer doing something you enjoy and love and cherish. I hope we'll see you next time. Cheers.